Digital analytics, overcomplication or more accurate insights? Whilst undertaking a digital analytics educational module recently, I was presented with information about the past, present and future of how businesses and organizations keep track of consumer traffic visiting their company's websites. From this, a question arose in my mind, a question that so happens to correspond with a lot of things in today's modern life. Are we overcomplicating things through advancements, or is this overcomplication actually an advantage? On topic, the module explained that back in the 1990s, having a simple hit counter on a website, one that I am sure most readers would have seen before on pretty much every website back then, was considered cutting-edge data tracking. As anyone would, I scoffed at how simplistic this cutting-edge method was, given how far forward the internet has advanced. I personally haven't seen a single website with one of those counters for absolute years. The module confirmed my cocky acceptance of modern technology, saying that over a span of only a decade, website tracking and analytics has evolved into an explosion of methods and ways to track the every movement, click and thought pattern of every single consumer that enters the realm of a branded website. The module informed me that, today, a marketing department uses a system of web logs that tracks visitor numbers, pages viewed, the type of browser used, linked sites that the consumer considered, comments and search phrases that were typed in, and the list goes on. It is more complicated than you may originally think. Some would be quick to agree, saying that, in the perspective of a profitable organization, the absolute crazed hunger for information and data feeds their greedy ambition for higher profits whilst invading the privacy of the poor consumer. But, whilst this is, at certain levels, somewhat true and understandable, this view can be quite myopic. Today's consumer is quite well informed and is presented with a lot of options, which has forced them to adapt and be selective in where they decide to spend their precious time and money. Gone are the days where consumers simply accepted what was presented. They can easily afford to shop around for better alternatives for their own personal benefit, and if an organization wishes to survive, it needs to be at the top of its game in convincing the consumer that their content is worth their time, known in marketing as sticky content, where, the more appealing the content, the more the consumer will stick to it, rather than click onward. Therefore, more advanced data analysis drives the organization to find where and what the most popular and appealing content is, so as to generate more of it, as well as to ditch or recreate the content that is causing consumers to move on or ignore completely. In addition, with today's extremely increasing trend of oversharing through social media websites, such as Facebook, the consumer doesn't seem overly concerned with sharing their information, provided that it benefits them. So, are we overly complicating things? Perhaps, but if it appears to be a win-win scenario, which, in this context, seems to be the case, then bring on advancement so that we can all find more interesting and relevant content to spend our limited time on.